Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, everybody.
This is Mr. Daniel Lavallee.
And this is Pascal Vanderkamp.
Mr., please.
Mr. Pascal.
This is our May roundup just for real estate, Florida real estate mainly, but we will also go and brush on the US housing market in general.
And we're missing something.
What are we missing?
Coldwell Banker.
Coldwell Banker, that's who we're part of. Honestly, that was totally inadvertent. It's very important. We are part of Coldwell Banker. We wanted to get this in quickly because the new month starts tomorrow and he's going away on vacation. Yeah, I mean,
yes.
It's unacceptable.
Yes.
Unacceptable. Us realtors are
Much
supposed
needed.
to be here all the time. We're not supposed to be on vacation.
That's
we are
right.
not humans.
That's why you're here.
And that's why I'm here. Yeah,
so I can go on vacation.
No, it's well deserved, and we are humans after all, so we do need our breaks. But we wanted to give you just a quick roundup on everything. Danny, take it away.
Yeah, well, let's start by pricing. First quarter pricing, home prices in Florida pretty much increased compared to last year's first quarter.
Increased? I thought we were in a real recession.
Increased. People are like, they tell me, no, that's not possible. Yeah,
Wow.
it is possible.
Yeah.
And for by quite a bit. Miami was one of the, I think, number one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Miami was
Leading
number one
away.
in the price increase.
14%.
And when people say, oh, market has slowed down, sales have slowed down, and no, actually it hasn't. I just sold a house for almost $1.6 million, closed on it. We were under contract in 11 days, and we just closed, and so things are moving.
And I guess there are areas where it has slowed. I guess.
Yes.
So, for example, the condo market seems to have slowed a lot, but obviously single family, townhouses, they seem to be moving still pretty well as always, if priced correctly.
Absolutely right.
And you've also got Boca Raton, West Palm, Boynton, 8.1%.
Yeah.
Fort Lauderdale, 7.2%. So still in the up.
It's those are the increases in this area. You want to touch base on the housing market in general?
On a more general sense, the US housing market has had positive annual appreciation each quarter since 2012. So that is impressive. Of course, we had the financial crisis of 2008. It took time to build things up, but from 2012 onwards, we've been in a positive trend. Yes, interest rates, of course, are changing. They're going up. And they are different to what they were last year, but we're still in a strong housing market in a general sense, and of course specifically here in Florida.
Yeah, and just to reiterate that point, home prices in 43 states have risen, and that's including Florida, since between 2022 and 2023. Again, including Florida. So 43 states, is that right? Yeah, 43 states.
43. Yeah.
Prices are on the up and things are still selling.
And maybe they're not going up as high, as dramatically as they were this time last year or the last few years, but they're still going up in a general sense.
Yeah.
And that leads me on to actually interest rates, which I just touched on previous to that. So courtesy of Ben Eaches from Clear to Close Mortgage, he provides us a weekly roundup. As of Monday, May 30th, 6.8% is what we're talking about interest rate rise for a 30-year mortgage. So yes, in contrast, if you contrast that to last year, that is a big increase. However, if again we're looking historically, it's kind of average. It's not overly high, but then it's not low like what we had last year. But it has, of course, deterred people from lending as maybe what they would have done last year, but this still hasn't deterred them enough in that we're seeing a negative trend downwards.
Correct. And and those interest rates, unfortunately, they have an impact.
They do.
On loan approvals, because obviously your debt to income ratio changes based on a higher interest rate. So a lot of people don't qualify, but
But we can only hope, and obviously, your interest rate is going to be dependent on your FICO score. I'll let lenders talk more about that, but that's
Yes.
why it is important to have a good FICO score, because that will determine what your interest rate is. So if you want a better one, increase that FICO score. It is really important. Give yourself time to prepare for it as well. But he has some packing to do. And
you have some covering to do
I have
for
some
me.
covering for you to do. So we'll leave it there, but we wanted to just round up May for you. If you have any questions, any queries, our information is below. Our respective websites as well. If you want to check out the listings that we have as well, it's all below. And feel free to do that. And we will be seeing you same time, same place next month.
End of June.
End of June, yeah.
Perfect.
Make sure it's not the 31st though.
Yes.
Thank you, everyone. We appreciate
Thank
your
you.
time.
Have a nice afternoon.